All right, hi guys, we are back, and today I just wanted to mention that we've done a lot around this anti-inflammatory eating pattern, right? Some of the reason why is to, yes, highlight which foods are best for your physical vitality, right? What gives you the most energy within your system is super important. But I also wanted to mention that so much of it is simply, when it comes to the lifestyle piece and the behavior change piece of all of this, is really healing what it means for you to eat and move and sleep in a way that is pure for you. And it's not just you checking off the box to say, okay, I followed my health plan, now I should see this result. Now I should get this outcome, right? This is where coaching comes in. This is where lifestyle patterning, and when I say a love of lifestyle equals your health results, this is why it makes sense, is because we've all been there. We all experience these repeating patterns or the need and the want for some version of change. Could be on any level within our lives, right? But when we're not seeing that change, that's when we get so frustrated. And what I've found personally is when you begin to shift your mindset, when you begin to heal your relationship to, let's say, food or to movement, or this idea and construct that, like, okay, once I become a mom, I'm never gonna sleep well because I'm always so worried, or the kids are waking me up. Why I do what I do is to allow you to become more resilient within your lifestyle. Set yourself up for understanding that the only constant is change. And it doesn't behoove you in any way, shape, or form to hold tight to that black and white mentality, to living within that box, and to needing all of the certainty, right? We begin to heal our bodies, mind, and soul as well when we can open up, when we allow for space, when we live in the gray, but we live there so beautifully, right? And it, again, becomes a mindset shift, which is why I talk about mindset so often, or subconscious patterning and all of that. But I think it ends up being when we force instead of just respond and allow or receive, that can be the dichotomy that really changes so much for so many people. And rather than holding on to that result or needing this one particular outcome, how can you become so open to living well, living joyfully, living in a healthy manner, that the things that you are wishing, wanting, dreaming, etc., come to you? You are attracting those things. Sometimes it feels like we're in this passive state, but we're not. It's truly allowing that space and allowing yourself to embody what it means to be grounded, to live in resilience on the most positive platform for you, and to allow the ebb and flow, like I always talk about, to be what it is, but you manage it so much better. You manage it with grace and curiosity and an empowering sense to pivot when you need or stay the course when you need, but allow your capacity, your personal agency to take over. You begin to trust yourself, and then you have the authority within you to adjust, stay the course, anything that you need, and then the outside world is the outside. And you're simply reacting appropriately within your field to the things that are in the external environment, right? And so again, it's all about choosing to ride the waves with that grounded sense of knowing that you are living in your healthiest expression day in and day out, and you are living for you and for the betterment of others with goodness and kindness. And if it all comes from that, internal centered root space, you allow yourself to maneuver, to take the true right steps for you, to then find that sustainable change. And so why I talk about food, let's say, is because that's just one step. Again, life isn't black and white. We can't just change one avenue of our lives and think that, okay, I'm eating super healthy, everything else should fall into place. That's not the case. They all work together. It is in true integrative fashion that you will begin to see the change within your life as a whole. And that's where, that's when you start to, I don't mean this from a biblical sense, but like walk on water. Things become so much easier for you, so much more aligned. You begin to lose that weight. You begin to exercise and to move your body in a way that you probably once hated or had resistance to. It's all about being open to the change, right? And finding that sustainable change you're seeking in, yes, it starts with maybe one area of your life when we work together right away, but my heavens, does it just the ripple effect into every other area, into every other section or space within your life, it begins to show itself. That's why we always say change starts and it radiates from the inside out. And then people are wondering like, why are you so confident and comfortable and accepting of not only yourself, but the scenario or situation, that's taking place? And so much of it is because you've learned yourself. You've learned to believe and trust in yourself, in your choices, and you've modified the relationship that you've had with these things like food and movement, or work, balance, sleep, all of it, your finances, money mindset, your relationships, all of it begins to change when you change pieces of yourself with the smallest steps, right? So my latest podcast is simply about 4 of those staple anti-inflammation ingredients and foods that I would love for you to incorporate. But that's step 1. It's all about me feeding you these tiny steps along the way, your intro point into whole health practices, because the whole health practices that you begin to make rituals within your life begin to change you inside and on the outside, okay? So again, it's just, from my perspective, I get it. I get where you are. I get that we live in these boxes, or we live within this black and white, or you need to control the fact that like food is the thing you can control. Not necessarily, right? It's accepting and allowing and just starting with one step after the other, keeping what makes sense for you and getting rid of the rest. What works for you won't work for me, and vice versa, right? It's always just about you changing and shifting in these small, minute, beautiful ways, so you begin to love your lifestyle, and through that lifestyle, your health comes, right? Your true well-being comes. It's living in alignment with the values and connecting why it is you're doing what you're doing with those values, right? We all come back to our authentic code to some degree. And how are you filtering your choices each and every day? Through that authentic code for yourself, for your family. Again, it's about learning and believing that you are truly worth it. You are worth the effort that you dream of, right? Like you dream of this success or this ability to thrive. It is within you for a reason. And I just want to help you with those practical whole health steps that allow you to take the baby steps one by one and show you that you have the power within you to stay consistent, to believe and truly love what it is you're choosing each and every day, okay? All right, short and sweet. Until next time, be you, love them. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.